Welcome to Word. This video is just some information on the SNAP program. So once you're in Learning Materials, you will see there is information just on SNAP that provides all of the information that you need. Explains what SNAP is, that it's a web-based training and assessment system. There's a new student registration. Again, this is a video that's going to walk you through step by step on how to get the software that you need, any downloads that are required, the system requirements. It's going to explain things in great detail, so please make sure you go through all of these links. In addition, there's also the Help Center with the tech support, so if you have any technical issues, sometimes it might just be a matter of a firewall, but again, they can walk you through all of that information so that you can be successful to get the program installed so you complete your assignments. One word of advice is to use Chrome as your web browser, as well as to make sure that you have a strong internet connection. Any weakness in the internet will cause problems as far as occasionally the program freezing. If that happens and you are in the middle of an assignment, please just let me know and I'll be more than happy to reset it for you. In addition, there's information on the self-enrolling as well as the code you will need in order to join. You will also need that access code that you got with your ebook. So I just want to take you into Snap now and show you what it looks like and kind of how to work through things. So when you first come to the login screen, this is what it's going to look like. Getting started is where you'll go for the first time if you have not registered. Once you register, you will just need to log in with your username and password. And then once you click submit, you will see your course listed. You'll choose your course and then it will take you into everything that you need. So I just kind of want to show you some things in here. The first and foremost is the ebook. There is one here that says Windows 10. You do not have any required assignments here, but if you would like to review information, it is here. The one that I would like to make sure that you are using is the Benchmark Series, Microsoft Word 2016 Levels 1 and 2. This is the ebook, and this is what it will look like. So you can set it up to scroll through the book just like you would if you had a hard copy of the book. You're going to notice a lot of detail in this textbook. So take some time. I know some features might be review, so you can kind of go quicker through that part, but use this as a resource or a reference to come back and check things, to review things. You're going to notice there's a lot of hints, some quick steps. There are a lot of tables that kind of go over different features. A lot of figures that give, a lot of explanation. So as far as for the concept portion, you're going to want to review this information because you're going to see a lot of vocabulary. Okay. The other thing I'd like to point out in the ebook is that there are these blue areas of the textbook that you could actually open up Word and you could actually follow along and complete these project areas for an extra review before you jump into the assignments in Snap directly. So you will notice also that anytime there is a tutorial that you will see in Snap, it's labeled here in the book. There's a way to check your work. Once you've completed these projects, you will see samples of what they look like. But sometimes having this Word window open can be very helpful as you're reading through and trying to see how things work. I recommend for the concept exams having a Word window open. It can be very helpful for multiple choice to kind of do a process of elimination to see which answer is correct or incorrect. The concept exam is the only time you can have a Word window open. For all the other assignments that you will complete, you cannot have Word open, and you will get an error message if you accidentally have one open. Okay? The other thing is you can take notes. So if you wanted to, jot things down, something you want to remember, go back, there's a highlighter option. So you can actually highlight as you're working through the book. So again, make sure that you are utilizing this resource. If you click on the table of contents area of the book, you will see it will pop over on this side so that you can see this information and quickly jump to a topic that you need. Okay? So just please make sure you're taking advantage of that ebook. As you scroll down, you're going to see everything that you need to complete. So things are broken up into the training portion and the assessment portion. The training contains items such as a pre-check. What do you already know about a chapter? If you click on the pre-check, it's going to be a multiple choice questionnaire. They're not required, but I think it's a good review to see what you already know about the topics that are going to be covered in that chapter. The tutorials are required, and that's where you're going to see the chapter number and lessons 1 and 2. And as you click on those, you're going to see that it's going to show you all the different topics. If it's a new topic, you're probably going to want to click on the guide and work through it. If it's something you already know, you can click on practice. As you complete these, you will see a check mark by each one. Okay? And I can go through, I can see that you've completed those. You will get your credit for your tutorials, which again are 10% of your final grade. Okay? In the assessment area, a couple things to point out. Every chapter is going to have skills exercises. Some chapters will have multiple ones. These are available for you to do as many times as you want, and they are not going towards your assignment grade. They are there for you to practice the features throughout the chapter. You can complete these as many times as you want. If you have questions, that's when you should probably email me and ask, why did I get this incorrect? I don't understand why it's marking it incorrect. Okay? So again, take the time to do these. You can do them as many times as you want. Just to show you what it looks like. It's basically going to launch into Word, and you're going to see different directions. Okay? And you will complete the directions, and then when you've completed it, it's going to grade it for you. And it's going to say whether or not you got it correct or incorrect. It may point out which step you got incorrect. Sometimes it grades the document on a whole. So if you're not understanding why it's marking it incorrect, then just reach out to me and let me know. Okay? So you can see it opens up like it's in Word. It's loading right now. Okay? And then you will see the direction will be located at the top of the screen. You will complete the information. It says to complete a spelling and grammar check on the document, correct the errors. So you will go and you will complete those steps. You will work through, decide whether or not you're going to change things. At the top of the screen, it tells you how many remaining steps you have. You click the next arrow. You finish working through the document. Once you've followed all the directions, then you click Check Answer, and it will grade your paper, and it's going to give you the results. So you can see I did the first one correct, however, I did not complete the 3. And then you have your choice. Do you want to go back, return, and attempt to correct the ones you didn't get right? You can finish it, have it graded. So these skills exercises, again, are not required, but I highly recommend. You can go through and look at these. You can see the steps that you took. Okay? So take advantage of those assignments. And again, if you have questions, always reach out to me. The concepts exam are objective questions. They're 10 points total because there's 10 questions. But again, you do have to complete these. They're required. They're 15% of your final grade. Okay? Again, I would recommend having a Word window open. The skills check exercises. These are required as well as the projects, and these are part of your assignment grade, which again, your assignments are 30% of your final grade. So you want to make sure that you complete these items. You do get multiple attempts on these, so if you don't do well the first time, don't fret, you can go back and check. You can see, for example, on this one, I already started an attempt, so I can finish that attempt, or I could start a new one. For the skills check, they're slightly different. You get 3 attempts on each skill. So it's going to open up, it's going to give you a direction. After each time you complete that, you're going to hit check answer, and it's going to say whether or not you got it incorrect or correct. If you got it incorrect, you can attempt to complete it. You get 3 attempts before it will move you on to the next one. And here's question 2. So those are the skills check exercises. And then the last one are the projects. And the projects are very similar to the skills exercises. So the projects are going to walk you through one document and give you several different directions to complete on that document. And again, you'll open up your attempt. It's going to look like you're working in Word, which you actually are. It doesn't matter how you complete the exercise unless it's being specific. So for example, if it tells you to edit a document using cut, copy, and paste, there are multiple ways to complete those editing steps. So you can choose however you want to. If it's a shortcut key, is it using the ribbon? Is it using the right click and using a shortcut menu? So unless it specifically says to use shortcut keys, you can use any method to complete the exercise. So again, you're going to walk through each step. This particular one has 5. You'll get to the end, you'll click check answer, and it's going to grade your document for you. So you will automatically get that feedback. You will know whether or not you should redo something, because again, you get multiple attempts. So every chapter is set up that way. Again, chapter 2 training, chapter 2 assessment. Okay, so it will be the same for each chapter. After chapter 4 will be the first exam. And you will see there are 2 parts to the exam. You'll have a project, which will cover all features from chapters 1 through 4. And then there will be a skills check exam. Again, covering all features from chapters 1 through 4. And so on. Okay, so this is just a little bit of an insight in SNAP and how it looks. You can go and click on your assignments. You can check your grades while you're here. So all of that information is here. Again, if you have any questions on an assignment, please email it to me. I can review it for you. You might not see something that I can see, and I can send it to you. I can take screenshots. If you have a technical issue, if something's not loading, if something is not working or it's freezing, that's when you should contact tech support, which that information is provided in D2L underneath the tech support area. Okay, I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, please let me know.